Secret Invasion had been one of Marvel's best series so far. While it didn't generate as much hype as everyone was expecting, it still ranked among the top MCU shows. On par with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the penultimate episode left us with enormous suspense and many questions about how the final episode would unfold. Unfortunately, for those who were eagerly anticipating it, the ultimate episode turned out to be disappointing. Let's take a look at the lackluster ending of Secret Invasion. Welcome back to Nerds Insights. We are a daily news channel, so it's essential that you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. This way, you'll stay up to date with everything happening in the nerd world. Thanks for being here, much appreciated. After a series of ups and downs in recent weeks, Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion has reached its conclusion, and the result is perhaps the most disappointing episode of the series. The finale doesn't feel satisfying or conclusive. Instead of being a climax, Secret Invasion's ending comes across as a whimper, sinking to new lows and ultimately making the entire series feel like a futile exercise. Over the past few years, and with its plethora of Disney Plus series, which even Bob Iger recently accused of diluting the brand and focus of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel has struggled to deliver a satisfying season finale. Even their first show, WandaVision, which received widespread acclaim, ended with an episode that left both critics and fans disappointed. This challenge stems from the difficulty of providing the audience with an emotionally satisfying conclusion to hours of storytelling while also setting up the groundwork for the next project. It's a delicate balance that these Disney Plus series consistently stumble upon. Secret Invasion has been one of Marvel's most problematic projects, from the controversy surrounding the incredibly ill-timed use of AI to generate opening credits amid various setbacks to the overall lack of direction in the series. The show's finale had a tough task to fulfill, despite occasional inventive direction by Ali Salim and the cast's incredible ability to shine through lackluster writing and narrative. There seemed to be a chance that Secret Invasion could still redeem itself. However, sadly, the final episode of Secret Invasion, titled Home, is a confusing mess. The cast continues to give their all, which is admirable, but their efforts are largely wasted in Home. Instead of capitalizing on the emotional promises set up in earlier character arcs, Secret Invasion's finale goes all in on a big-budget superhero spectacle that takes up most of its runtime, becoming one of Marvel's most disjointed and incoherent sequences ever assembled. The so-called political thriller series devolves into a superficial checklist of references to superheroes who aren't even in the show. Even worse, the character beats in Home feel like mere formalities at best and character betrayals at worst. We've repeatedly heard that Nick Fury is a master strategist, and throughout the series, Samuel L. Jackson has demonstrated immense emotional intelligence in portraying Fury's internal world. However, in the end, none of it seems to matter because the central narrative concludes in such a convoluted and confusing way that it makes Fury appear either utterly inept or intentionally malicious in his failure to respond to a certain political turning point. All the other character storylines are left hanging, presumably to be continued in future seasons or the Marvels, but it leaves Secret Invasion feeling unfinished. For a series that clearly wanted to be a surprising conversation piece with its main character deaths in each episode and its supposedly grounded and bold aesthetics, Secret Invasion consistently undermines its most intriguing elements. Ultimately, Secret Invasion falls short on almost every level. An intriguing central idea and a wonderful cast of artists are squandered in a series that stretches itself so thin across its 6 episodes that it becomes entirely lifeless. Its narrative structure is disjointed, its characters are poorly served and undermined by its own plot mechanics, and its thematic work feels, at best, misguided. In the end, Secret Invasion becomes a remarkable fusion of missed opportunities. What remains is essentially Daenerys Targaryen with the powers of all the Avengers roaming around, a hunt for Skrulls without knowing who's a Skrull, Nick Fury never confronting Gravik, and perhaps the biggest disappointment being Gravik's death. He was the best villain of Phase 5 of the MCU, yet he died at the hands of a secondary character in the series, in a weak fight. Both characters with powers had the abilities of all the Avengers, Gravik and the new Daenerys Targaryen, aka Jaya, making her the most potent being on Earth. Meanwhile, Nick Fury takes off from Earth again, as we expected since we saw him in the Marvel's trailers. In the end, the series finale was terrible and disappointing, leaving no loose ends or any significant impact on the MCU. It's a series that simply could have not existed, as Nick Fury didn't exchange a single word with Gravik. In essence, this series could have been condensed into just one episode, and everything would have been resolved. My rating for Secret Invasion is 4 out of 10. But hey, what about you? Were you disappointed with Secret Invasion's ending? Were you hoping to see Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, or Maria Hill in this final episode? Please comment below. I want to know your feelings after this episode. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and leave a like to support our work. Thank you for being here, take care, and see you next time.